Alright, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Here for some more Demon Slayer Hinokami Chronicles 2 news and updates. They went ahead and released the Infinity Castle Tanjiro gameplay trailer a couple days ago, which I've already seen. Very epic stuff so far. We'll go ahead and break it down slightly in today's video, but before we get to all that, they went ahead and provided a bit of extra details just to keep you guys up to date in regards to the release of the actual character. So they put out this tweet, and it says, from the paid DLC Character Pass Infinity Castle Arc Chapter 1, the Kamado Tanjiro Infinity Castle Arc Character Pack has been confirmed for release on February 13th, Friday. Now, do keep in mind, this is going to be the Japanese release date. So, over here in the US, this character will actually be playable tomorrow, Thursday, February 12th. We literally have to wait one more day. They've been doing the character release schedule justice, man, because we don't have to wait for several months in order to play the next character. Kaigoku came out in October, I believe, late October. Then, literally a month later, we got to play as Zenitsu. And I believe in the same month, about 2 weeks apart, we got to play as Akaza, and now 2 months from Akaza, we are going to play as Tanjiro, right? So from Akaza to Tanjiro, that's been the longest wait period, about 2 months, but it's not that bad. We do have confirmation of Giyu, his release window, which we'll talk a little bit more about here soon, but this is going to be his render shot, and he looks pretty dang powerful if you ask me. This is locked in Tanjiro, man. The transparent world, how he's just focused, staring deep into the soul. And I do like the fire in the background, you know, the Hinokami Kagura stuff going on. So going over here to additional gameplay screenshots. Before we do that, we have this description of the character. So obviously, Infinity Castle variation of Tanjiro, a kind-hearted boy. He joined the Demon Slayer Corps in order to turn his sister, who became a demon, back into a human. In addition to water breathing, he also uses Hinokami Kagura. His sense of smell is far superior to that of ordinary people, stuff that we already know. So 4 additional gameplay screenshots. I don't think this is from the trailer itself because he does use his ultimate, but they quickly cut it off. Obviously, we have to wait until the character releases to enjoy the epic animations. Y'all already know CyberConnect 2, they cook with their video games. But man, I like how everything is just glowing. Obviously, the fire does emanate light, but I'm talking more about his demon mark over the forehead and his eyes. Dude, ain't nobody want to go up against him when he's undergoing transparent worlds. Now, during the ultimate attack itself, that's when he undergoes transparent mode. Again, we will watch the trailer and break all that down. We just have other frames of Tanjiro using his basic combo string. Now, something interesting, if you play as any other Tanjiro, which first and foremost, there's about 5 different Tanjiros now with this DLC included. We have the base form or water breathing, as well as Hinokami Kagura, Entertainment District, Swordsmith Village, and now this one, Infinity Castle. I guess you could say the Academy one with the uniform, because he does have his own ultimate attack that's exclusive to that standalone character. So yeah, this is the 6th Tanjiro technically. Anyway, if you play as Hinokami Kagura, Entertainment District, or even Swordsmith Village Tanjiro, and you don't necessarily undergo your awakening mode just yet, you just fight in your base form, Tanjiro doesn't produce the fiery effect from his basic combo strings. You know what I mean? We only get the bright lights and some sparks, maybe some embers of the flame, but it's not until you have to activate your awakening state in order to get the crazy fiery effects, right? However, for Infinity Castle Tanjiro over here, it kind of seems like he already does all of the crazy fiery effects, even though he didn't necessarily activate his awakening state just yet. That's just something I noticed. Maybe I'm just reading too much into the actual gameplay screenshots here, but this seems more like the super attack, I'm assuming, unless his combo strings, the basic ones, go this crazy. That would be top tier. This is a peak form Tanjiro, so it makes sense for him to kind of use miniature versions of supers or even ultimate attacks that's integrated into his strings. You know what I mean? That would be kind of nice to see. Here we have the 3rd one. I think we actually Saw this in the trailer itself. This is going to be his grab. The tornado fire effect. You do not want to be trapped in this vortex over here. That's just devastating stuff. So those are going to be the 4 screenshots there. Going over to the website, we do have some extra details, nothing too important. So playable character in versus mode battle, obviously 3 sheets of corpse ticket mounts that can be used with corpse tickets, 3 quotes that can be used with the squad tickets, and 1 decorative card that can be used with a squad ticket. Of course, available on all platforms. We'll be releasing tomorrow, US time zones, probably later in the day, February 12th, correct? Now, the price is going to be 550 yen. I already did the conversions for this. It converts over to $3.60. However, that's not going to be totally accurate. It's going to be more around 5 USD, because if we just take a look at all the other standalone characters, Kaigaku, Zenitsu, and Akaza, they cost $5, right, for their own respective DLC packs. Now, I do recommend purchasing the Infinity Castle Character Pass, because you'll save a bit of extra money. There's going to be a total of 7 characters, right? So if you buy each character separately, that'll be 5 times 7, a total of $35. However, if you buy the Infinity Castle Pass, it will cost you $30, which does include all 7 characters. And again, you will save about $5. That's typically how it goes if you do purchase the Season Pass or Character Pass, whatever they call it. Of course, you can just purchase the characters you really want to play as. So for example, Akaza, or even this new Infinity Castle Tanjiro. If those 2 characters are the only ones you care about, then obviously you'd want to purchase the standalone individual DLC packs. We have our options, and I'm glad they, give us those kinds of options. So going over here, we do have the trailer itself. Now, Twitter, the quality is horrendous, so we're going to go over here, witness the 4K variation. It's already playing. That's how peak it is. So let's go ahead and rewind, go all the way to the beginning. Hinokami Chronicles 2, that render shots is pretty dang glorious. And is it just me, or the flames from his strings are even different from all the other variants? I'm not sure. So we do see him use a couple of his super attacks here. That, again, is going to be the grab. And of course, we do see him activate the ultimate, but then they cut it out right there. The tease, man, the tease. So, as I said before, it seems like throughout his normal base states, he's not going to be undergoing the transparent world. It's just like normal Tanjiro. We have a close-up of his face right here when he does use the grab. You see what I mean? He's not focused or locked in with the giant's eyes, staring deep into the opponent's soul. It's until he uses his ultimate attack right there, where he kind of looks like he's undergoing that transparent world. So I think it would be great if we could get the transparent world for his awakening state. Just because this is supposed to be Infinity Castle Deku, that's like one of the main plots, I guess you could say, that happened in the movie. Don't want to get too much into spoilers, but I'm sure y'all have seen the movie. Dude, this broke what, like 700 million in box office records? Dude, that is insane. But you know what I mean? I think it would be cool to get that playable Tanjiro mode for the awakening states. So as I said before, just his base form, he's already emitting all the fierce fiery effects. Again, we usually get the crazy effects for all the other Tanjiros after they awakened into their final states. You know what I mean? But for Infinity Castle, he just throws all the fire out already. So I don't think they showcased any of the awakening state just yet. So we have to experience that for ourselves. It's going to be even crazier. If this is how his base form is like, already emitting nothing but raw and fiery energy, then his awakening state is going to be even crazier. The supers and ultimates, they usually stay the same. Nothing changes there. It's more of the basic combo strings that usually changes between base and awakening state. But yeah, man, I'm looking forward to this. Stay tuned to the channel because I will be doing this complete moveset breakdown. And here we have all the characters. So speaking of the next characters, Giyu over here, let's go back to the Twitter page. We have a release window for Giyu. I like how they call it episodes for the individual DLC packs. Episode 4, Tanjiro. Episode 5, Giyu. So Giyu is going to be releasing sometime early 2026. And here we have his render shot. Dude, he is awesome, man. I'm glad he finally activated his Demon Slayer mark. Dude, he had to, or else he would have went down. Akaza, the true GOAT that he is, made Giyu over here become a better warrior. So I can't wait to witness all his crazy animations, his combo strings. Everybody was locked in during the Infinity Castle arc. It was serious stuff that was going on. If we go over to the next information that we have over here, we're actually going to be getting an additional dual ultimate arts, which is something that they haven't necessarily implemented yet via DLCs. Could be wrong about that. Well, Zenitsu, for example, the Infinity Castle variation, you can use the dual ultimates, but it's basically the same as the other Zenitsus, right? We didn't necessarily get a brand new one specifically for Infinity Castle Zenitsu. However, the cutscenes are slightly different. So since he's like in the locked in state for the animations, his eyes are open instead of shut, you know? So small attention to details like that for the new variation. But it does say, in conjunction with the addition of the characters Tanjiro Kamado, Infinity Castle Arc, and Giyu, Infinity Castle Arc, the implementation of new combined ultimate arts has been decided. Screenshots of the combined ultimate arts are now revealed, and here it is in all its glory. No idea if this is going to be dropping with the upcoming Tanjiro DLC. That would be nice, just because more content, but purely going based off the tweet, it says in conjunction with the addition of the characters Tanjiro and Giyu. So I feel like we might have to wait until they drop both characters. Obviously Tanjiro is coming out tomorrow, so Giyu early 2026. So maybe we won't see this ultimate until, you know, after the release of Giyu, which I don't know. I feel like they could still release this ultimate now because we already have the original variant of Giyu in the game. So why not just, you know, put this ultimate for both variants? You know what I mean? Instead of having to wait until later, early 2026, or whenever Giyu drops to get the ultimate. But they're switching things up, right? Because now, currently, Tanjiro has about 3 dual ultimates. One with Nezuko, one with Genya, and another with Rengoku. Each and every single one of those dual ultimates, Tanjiro is using the Hinokami Kagura, right? This time around, he's going back to his roots with the water breathing technique, and of course, teaming up with Giyu. So I am looking forward to this one right here. It seems like Tanjiro is using the whirlpool technique, the rising dragon, whatever it's called. Hey man, I'm not 100% caught up with the show. I have seen the movie though. I spoiled myself, but it was worth it. And Giyu is just using his, you know, epic water breathing variations as well. So again, hopefully we do get this with this upcoming Tanjiro, because again, we do have the other Giyu. Because whenever this ultimate does drop, I'm sure it will activate for both variants of Giyu, right? It's not exclusive to the Infinity Castle. I could be wrong. Maybe it will be exclusive to the Infinity Castle Giyu, but I highly doubt it. Going over here, we have some additional information in regards to Giyu himself. So the price, same as every other character, 550 yen. But of course, over here in the US, it will be $5 per character. You know, save a bit of extra money if you do plan to get everybody. Just purchase the season pass. The basic stuff as well that will be included. There's 3 sheets of corpse tickets mounts that can be used with corpse tickets. I don't know what any of that means. 3 quotes that can be used with the squad tickets, and 1 decorative card that can be used with a squad ticket. When do you guys think we will be seeing this character in the actual game? So going back to what I said at the beginning of the video, Kagaku released October, Zenitsu and Akaza both released in December, and Tanjiro tomorrow. So it could vary, but I feel like we could possibly see this character Q1, the 3rd month, so next month, March. Just because, again, early 2026, to me, that's Q1, but it very well could be Q2, the 1st month, which is January, February, March, April. So late March, early April is my prediction for Giyu over here. And the character pass, we already know the rest of the characters. After Giyu, it's going to be Shinobu, and the final character, Doma. Doma is going to be pretty epic, right? So you guys know how we got the Infinity Castle stage itself, which makes sense because most of the fights happens in the actual Infinity Castle with these respective characters. But for Doma and Shinobu, they fought in a different room or stage, or whatever you want to call it. It's like Doma's realm, I guess. So I really want to know if we're going to be getting an additional stage for Shinobu and or Doma. That would be kind of nice. I mean, why not? If they're trying to capture every single thing from the movie, implement it into the game, then they should include that stage. Now, another thing I want to discuss real quick. I really want to know if they're going to be incorporating the actual Infinity Castle story arc. Because at the end of the campaign itself, you know, Michael Jackson infiltrated the base. We got the Hashira that was about to attack Michael Jackson, but then, you know, he did the summoning jutsu, the Infinity Castle jutsu, and it just ended abruptly, man. Are we going to be experiencing the movie over here in Hinokami Chronicles 2? They should definitely create a storyline. Who's with me? Drop a like on today's video if you guys think that would be an epic idea. Since, again, developed by CyberConnect 2, the cutscenes, the quick time events, gameplay, the environment, stages, it's going to be top tier stuff. So hopefully after every single character has been released, they will drop the Infinity Castle DLC storyline. That's the thing I'm looking forward to the most, which I kind of do feel like they will eventually, maybe several months after all characters have been dropped, but who knows, man. We can only speculate at this point. This is it for today's video. Thank you guys for the immense support as always, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace.